You escort Marine back to the halls. I'm surprised the Dockmaster didn't question your involvement, Chussy. I mean... he must be desperate. Desperate enough not to question where the help is coming from, yes. And there they are, the halls, shimmering like a jewel among the sun-baked bricks. Do you think the halls will really agree to help? The only way to reach the siren is with magic. That's not an answer. It's the best one I can give you at the moment. Marine approaches the watery gates of her home with purpose.
Get away.
How I wish you could come with me, my friend. Hi, Jay! How are you? How are things? Wish I could come with you, my friend. You can't, and that only makes her yearn for you more. Farewell. She leaves you with one last glance. What now? The afternoon sun scorches all its rays touch and makes the glittering waves of the hall's square almost too bright for comfort. My man! Alphion! Ah! Alphion! Sorry, Silas, get the fuck out of my way. You say goodbye to Silas and head to the Rose, most likely the most likely place to find Alphion. Give me my man. The smoky smell of the evening is being drowned by that of digestive tisanes and early wine. You unclasp your cloak and look around. Many of the tables of the tavern are occupied by small groups, and you spot a family. You hear some sailors speak in their common tongue that is so similar to the language spoken in Carolese. One of the corners of the tavern is filled with odd sofas, tattered armchairs, and you spot a glimpse of a garish green behind a small group. Lurking at work? Enjoy your lurk! I hope I can entertain you. I'll do a little dance. I hope your shift goes well and goes fast. The people that surround Alphion, men and women alike, openly carry daggers and even rapiers. See, he's in danger. No, he is not. Hi, Wheeze! Hello, come get your shooting stars! Also, yes, 2 things. If you haven't gotten your shooting stars, do them. They're free. They're daily. They'll be for something in the future. Fuck if I know, but also, there's a giveaway. You can enter it. Hey, Carrot! Lurking, hope you're doing well. I'm doing delightful. How have you been? How are things? Ah! Man with titties! Ah! I'm normal. I'm normal about this, man. I wouldn't say so. Hello, titties. Look at him! Yeah. Yippee, yippee. Hi, hot man. Came to visit me. Are you enthralling all those people? Thought it'd be nice to see you. Bad timing on my part. Explain this. Right, because he's also an envoy like us. What ya doing? Why are you enthralling these people? Why are you enthralling those people? You glance above your shoulder. Nobody seems to pay the armed group any mind. Alphion is enthralling the entire inn. I love a manipulative man. I'd love to tell you about the string of unfortunate events that brought me to this point, surrounded by petty criminals ready to cut me to ribbons. Sounds like there's a but. I'm afraid it could damage my image as a beacon of virtue and chastity. Sir, I have seen your CGs. There is nothing chaste about you. Stare at him until he feels ashamed. What a wordy way to admit you're an adulterer. I'm gonna stare at you. I'm just gonna stare into your eyes. Eye contact, motherfucker. Alphion's smile wanes, turning into concern. I was jesting. Jesse? Say something. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. Or do you want me to say something? I'm sorry. You're not sorry. Neither are you capable of feeling any shame, it seems. In my defense, I never tried the tryst as anything serious. It was never meant to be anything more. Who'd you sleep with? Fucking bard. Have you tried treating any trysts seriously? Well, no, they'd stop being trysts. And turn into what? Thing I sing about aplenty. That one pillar of life more coveted than gold. Love. There are like so many great options of characters today. Like the Silas and Marine are like close seconds and thirds because I do love women, but like he's just a piece of shit. I love a piece of shit. I love him. I can't defend my actions. He struck me as one who'd fall in love at first sight. He smiles, but his eyes fall to his side, pensive. Alpheon? I don't want to sour the mood of my musings. Musings about what? Being immortal changes how you feel about love. It should, at least. But I wouldn't want to bore you with my macabre conjectures, not when we have bigger problems in our hands. He twirls his finger and the ruffians spin around like sad puppets. Oh yeah, so to give context, we are something called an envoy. We were created by the shadows, the abyss, and the abyss likes to whisper to us in the middle of the night to tell us what we're doing. And so there are others like us. We have met 2 other envoys currently, which is Alpheon, this hot man here, and Atri is also an envoy. My brain died and I think I became dehydrated in a second. So the 3 of us all have similar powers and abilities, extreme strength, shadow powers, and...
Giveaway started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL I'll steal your tuna.
From bit. We're changing that when I go through this giveaway. The second one is not going to be as frequent of notification, but... Atri, she's more super strength, and she's kind of like an ambiguous good because she is helping other people. Alpheon, chaos. He just wants to get laid and sing. That's his vibe. What are you gonna do with them? Oh no, any suggestions? Ooh, none. Turn their lives around, have them repent. Let them go back and say they can't find you. They don't deserve to fight each other. Let them go back and say they can't find you, turn their lives around. No. Just give up on the chase. Let them go back and say they couldn't find you. Whereby the noble will hire a second band of criminals, and then a third and a fourth. They could say they found you dead. Alpheon considers the idea. It would be hard to prove without any proof. A string of your loot could be enough, or a scrap of... Do not suggest my jacket. Oh, he likes his jacket. You shrug. What would Atri do? She'd beat them to a pulp and then leave. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I live here. He points to the drape by the counter. I can't disappear like she does, and it's easy to find me. Thank you for the lurk, Joe. I saw what game you were starting up. Enjoy it. Silence falls between you. What could bring your noble lover to be repulsed by you? Repulsed? Turn their opinion of you around, they will stop chasing after you. These scoundrels could tell them tales that paint you in such a horrible light. The noble would be glad yours was the only tryst. The noble will be glad yours is only a tryst and nothing more. I am physically incapable of thinking myself in such a light. We could distort this trait of yours to paint you as a narcissist. Yeah, he's so humble. Humility is stored in the tits. He frowns. You think of something. How to invoke repulsiveness. Oh, it's easy. He grimaces. And not something to be talked about in company. Matters of the privy? Indeed. He claps. His eyes gleam with darkness and with abyssal violet. Under his yoke, firm yet gentle, they head for the door. I can't believe I just willingly painted myself as some depraved, sad being. Nevertheless, yours was a clever idea. And as soon as they leave, he gestures for the counter. Do you feel like anything to drink? Ask and you shall receive. I'll put it on my tab. Free drink! Mead! You don't need to eat or drink. Why do you have a tab? I'm surrounded by mortals. I need to pretend to be one of them. Besides, have you tasted the honey wine? It's what dreams are made of. Mead! You take Alpheon up on his offer and order something. So, how is your soul appeasing coming along? You tell him about the Dockmaster and his map, and how it all rests on Myrene's shoulders for now. It sounds to me like you're doing everything you can. But is it enough? It's out of our hands for now. He smiles warmly to you. Between your friends and the Dockmaster, you're surrounded by people who want you to succeed. Granted, they don't know your goal. Oh, fucking water is delicious. I'm so dehydrated. Whew. Neither do I, really. My guess would be that the Whisper wants me to destroy the Siren. Whatever you end up doing should not be something you regret, because for us, regrets are forever. He takes a sip of his wine. You're going to start playing soon, I hope. I feel so disappointed that we can't do the Innkeeper. Innkeeper hot. Yes, yes. Alas, my dulcet tones are requested. Care to join me? Do you want me to sing? Don't ask me to sing. If you know the songs. Not quite yet. Perfect opportunity to learn, don't you think? Oh, look at that loot. That is a fucking loot. Do they have that much string?
Started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL Sigh steal your tuna.
Thank you, Crumpet. Do loots have that many string? I thought it was like kind of a guitar, like 6 strings or something. I'm not musically inclined. I can sing, I think. I can convince myself I can sing. To your surprise, he sits alone on the sofa throughout the performance. What happened to the people who used to be draped around him? Their absence must have nothing to do with your presence, of course. Before night falls, you wave goodbye to him. A gentle thought slips through your mind, one that doesn't belong to you. Take care. He's in my head. With that, you return to the refrain. Something pulls your consciousness away from the warm void of respite. When you open your eyes, a shadow greets you, stretched thin and pale. It's your own. And you feel a weight like a weightless flotsam, carried adrift by the waves that inebriate you with their motion. The shadows grow darker to catch your attention. Hi. What do you want from me? Voiceless, the shadow quivers, and then changes its shape and morphs into the small rowboat with 2 figures on top. Their hands outstretched, they bleed into the sea above. There is so much water in you. You can't contain it all. It overflows through your eyes, seeps out of your skin. Behold the ancient horror, the mistake, the unwanted. Consumed by grief, it will destroy us all. The Siren has found you, as abyssal in nature as you are. Beguiling and deceptive, how else would it be able to be shadows, to control your shadow? What you feel is real, but it is not true. There is no sea around you. You are in the refrain. I'm gonna talk with the shadows. Why does grief consume you? The shadow shatters and then reforms. What do you mean? The reforms become more frantic, harder to follow, frustrated, possibly. But it's too much, far too much for your poor shadow. The Siren loses control of it, and it returns yours, dark and still mirroring your every motion. A tear falls over the sheets. You are drenched in sweat, and your cheeks are streaked by copious weeping. You still have too much water in you. A lot of water. Shite. And that is when you hear footsteps. Something slides into your door, an envelope. You quickly dress yourself and go pick it up. The wax seal of the envelope lacks the usual shimmer. No smoke envelops you when you open it. No sweet scent dazzles you. We're not getting a booty call? Boo. Blah, 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 blah. An elegantly penned letter awaits you inside. My dear friend, I am third of 22, or should I say 21 plus 1, for the council to convene. A 5 must be in agreement. I'm not good at math. I am exalted in success, for I have fulfilled your wish, and the cities. The council will convene today at the 14th hour. Please ensure that the Dogmaster is outside the halls before then. Always yours, Marine. Thank you, Marine. You released the breath you were holding. Exalted in success is indeed a perfect way to describe Marine. There is no guarantee that the halls will assist you in finding the siren, but you trust the Dogmaster will make his case successful. With several hours left before the 14th ring of the bell, you have some time. To spend. Taking a bath sounds like a wonderful idea. Walk, yeah, bath. Once the sun has dried your hair, you leave for the harbor. You haven't mastered the alleys like Silas has. The well-trafficked main street takes you longer, but allows you to catch a glimpse of life in the city. A sprinting dog with a lolling tongue and her young, delighted owner overtake you, all shrill giggles and happy barks. Some streets over you, a couple philandering against the lip of a well. You look away and quicken your pace. Close enough to the sea, to smell the brine, you are greeted by an old man seated outside his home. A blanket falls straight from this chair, concealing stumps. These are the streets whose life the abyss wants to drown in blood. I don't want to kill them. They're just chilling. Can we kill the gods? Dread dawns upon you, as overwhelming as it is painful. You touch your cheek and find it wet. Despite their holy clothes, despite their
Giveaway
ailments...
started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL Sigh steal your tuna.
Thank you, Crumpet. Ah, and you. You masquerading as them, extend them kindness despite knowing you are the harbinger of the darkest hour. A sigh escapes your lips. Moment of weakness before you steal yourself. You don't even know what the darkest hour is. Perhaps it isn't as world-shattering as you think. Enough foolishness, Chussie. You focus on the present, on the now, on the siren terrorizing the city, and you march on. You arrive at the harbor well in advance, knowing that you will have to seek the Dockmaster among the mariners. The usual briny smell of the docks is made more bearable by a nearby food stall, where chickpeas sizzle in oil, and has attracted quite the crowd. Miss, what are you doing here? A familiar face splits from the group and approaches you. It's the sailor that visited you about the Lady of Dreams. I'm looking for the Dockmaster. The shadow he casts is so eager to reach out for you that it almost detaches from its owner. How come? I'd like to speak to him. You take him to the halls, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say. He gotta go somewhere. He needs to go somewhere with me. Is that somewhere the halls? Bastion wanted us to keep things quiet so he wouldn't get in trouble. No, why would it be? A mage was spotted leaving his chancery. I wouldn't know about that. And she wasn't alone. There was a miss with her that fits your description. Snitches get stitches, bitch. Don't fuck with me. I'm trying to help. Please, just tell me where he is. Fine. He's over there by the Wariti galley. What flag is that? The one with the crescent. Thank you. You are taking him to the halls, aren't you? Stop questioning shit. You bolt away from him instead of answering. The galley is a long-oared vessel, heavy with sailors. Several planks allow him to unload ship's cargo in barrels with earthy herbal scents whose lids are stained orange. On top of the ship, with his jacket billowing in the marine breeze, is a dockmaster. He's engrossed in a conversation with the Riti captain, an equally portly man in colorful robes. None of these sailors are affected by the siren. Good. For now, I guess. Just as your thoughts turn to the monster, Bastion's shadow spills over the galley's side with a spasm to reach out to you. Your own shadow is as much of an extension of you as your own hand. It stretches to meet it. and when they touch, Bastion jolts, suddenly startled. The Wariti captain laughs, giving the dockmaster the chance to look around and spot you. You don't need to speak the language to know that Bastion is taking his leave. He squeezes past the soldier and reaches your side. Tell me you bring good news. I do. The council will convene at the 14th hour. The invisible weight that was dragging his shoulders down is lifted with a sigh of relief. He raises a smile to the sky and to the sun that watches over the city and smiles. Ladies bless those people. They can see reason, unlike the Citadel. Are you ready to leave? Of course. Bastion knows the way much better than you do, and you let him take the lead. You know, miss, I have the feeling I've seen you somewhere before. Well, maybe my body. Really, where? Well, I don't leave the harbor very often, so it must have been there. I don't imagine you remember any details. Afraid not. Mine's just a feeling. The Dogmaster shudders as soon as the halls in their magical square come into sight. I'm not looking forward to this visit. Have you already been? A couple of times to discuss the works on the harbor. Hey! Is this Twink? I remember him! Ascanio. That's what it is. I was like, Ascenio? Ascanio. The waterfall is sliced by a figure that steps outside, completely dry. Ascanio. He's as handsome and dour as you remember him to be. Good morning. He's so bitter. Greet him. Haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. How have you been? I'm gonna be nice. Good morning. How have you been? His eyebrows arch slightly at the question. Quite well. I hope it's the same for you. I hope you won't mind our early arrival. On the contrary, I commend you for its, tis. Not wise.
Started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL Sigh steal your tuna.
Stop stealing people's tuna. Tis not wise to make the council wait. The Dockmaster traces the symbol of the Prime in the air and steps forward. May the Prime indeed grant you the gift of gab, Jussie. You perk up once he mentions your name. You can enter if you wish, but you won't be allowed to stand by the council. I'm going in. I want to watch this. You can't tell me no. The gurgling waterfall hides the pristine wall from sight. It springs from the ceiling and magically disappears on the floor. The first step is purification. Bastion is the first to step inside. After you. Just like the time before, you steel yourself and walk into the stream. For a moment, nothingness envelops you. The void around you sizzles with energy, sharp and jagged like a glass shard. Your presence displaces enough power to shatter a building, and yet everything stays intact. When you open your eyes, the familiar sight of a golden wheat field invades your perception. Welcome to the field of ignorance. Draped in splendor as usual, Marinette courteous to welcome you. Oh, how she beholds you, how her eyes treasure you, welcome transgressor. Bastion tips an invisible hat, visibly uncomfortable with the pageantry. Where's Ascanio? Right here. He appears at your side. I will ensure that our guest doesn't wander around. Yippee! I won't size him up. Will he be able to stop you? I can take on this twink. I'm respectful. I wouldn't dare. I wonder what my personality is. Introspective hides thoughtful nature makes you well liked, but you hide it to mask your emotions. I'm phlegmatic. Oh, Toast is here. Hi, Bubbas. Hello, Toaster. How you doing, Stinky? Hi, Bubby. Yeah, you're nuzzling the mic. That's something that you're doing. I gotta get my cat off. Come on, Bubba. You gotta move your butt. Nope. Okay, well, he's laying down. This boy, this orange stinky man. I gotta shame my son. Also, I'm gonna increase my model a bit. I gotta shame my stinky man. So he essentially, he has habits. He's got little boy habits, and basically, yesterday, if I don't wake up at a reasonable hour, he finds a way to, like, you know, tells me it's time for wet food. So yesterday he's under my bed. I have storage containers under there, and I hear him fucking pounding, like he is playing the drums out of these storage containers, just like pounding his paws, running them, just like scraping them to get me up. And it's happening directly under my head. And I'm half asleep and I'm just like, Toast, stop. He's not stopping. He's so stinky. Eventually I get up, I pick him up, and I just kind of like hold him and be like, you gotta stop this. And then I put him on the bed. He goes running. He's got the noomies. He runs around, and next thing I know, he runs from the living room back into my room and like domes himself into my bed frame. He's looking so sad right now. He domes himself into my bed frame, and I hear like a metallic noise because it's like a metallic bed frame. So I'm pretty sure he lost whatever brain cell he had in that one altercation. And then, this is all in the span of like 10 minutes. I'm gonna let everyone know this happened so fucking fast. And I start to lay down and I'm like, well, I'm going back to bed. It's 8 a.m. I don't want to be awake. And so I lay back down in bed, and he has discovered the blinds on my my window, which is like floor to ceiling window. He has discovered which blinds to sit in front of to part with his fat little chunky orange ass, to part those blinds so the sun hits my face, directly hits my face, nowhere else. And so he just sits in front of the blinds and just stares at me, and he's like, ahem, feed. Never get an orange cat. If you value your sanity, never get an orange cat. He is a pain in my fucking sides. I wouldn't dare. Sir Bastian, this way, please. She gestures towards the gentle slope that leads to the gnarled olive tree. I'll see you soon, hopefully with some good news. They only take a couple of steps before disappearing from sight. You're alone with Ascanio, whose face you can call familiar, if not friendly. How come watching over the guests falls upon you? It is a natural extension of my duties as keeper of the refrain. You sound thrilled. He snickers. Sure do. Oh no, am I gonna fall in love with this twink? The golden wheat parts as you step forward. From a distance, Ascanio follows you. Are we inside or outside? Both and neither. How helpful. What is purification? The first step lead to ignorance? The initiate knows not the ways of the Aether, for magic is simply Aether transmuted through will. What is the Aether exactly? Many have sought to answer that question. Of the many theories that circulate, I personally subscribe to the one that considers the Aether a fifth element. Are you allowed to reveal all this to me? I have shared no secret with you, only facts. Ooh! Ooh! I'm gonna romance. Want to share a secret as well. Perplexed, he frowns from behind his tinted spectacles. I'd like to know you better. You would? This is hardly the time or place. Is he flustered? Yippee! Silence falls between you. Hey, there are people! In the distance, a group of young mages blinks into view, all chatter and giggles. They pay you no mind and cross the wheat field before disappearing from view. Hey, Eddie! Yes, come get your stars. Make a wish, bitches. I'll hydrate. I got you. How are you? Hydration. How are things? Answer me truthfully. Why am I allowed inside again? Wish for you to read smut. I'm reading smut! I started this time I got drunk and yeeted a love potion at a werewolf. I'm reading that one. That's got smut. Oh man, yes, let us pray. More smut for Chew. Okay, listen, I'm gonna have to share it with Crampy, because like I think she might enjoy the series as well. Please tell Crampy the Mead Mishaps trilogy is really fun. You got immediate access to her. Write a note and have one of the puppos deliver it. Be a carrier pigeon. Meet Axe Trilogy. No! Mead mishaps. Mead mishaps. Listen, I think she liked the tweet, so she saw the books. Anyway, Schmut. Monster Schmut. Mead mishaps. Yeah! I can't see chat right now. Toast is being smelly. Go on, Bubba. Go on, Bubba. No, you can't. I try moving him and he immediately hunkers down and becomes like docile, going, I'm sorry. Help. Breaking my model. Schmut. Yeah. How you doing, D? How's your Sunday? I'm surprisingly functioning well for someone who lost a fucking hour of sleep. Yippee! Anyway. To me truthfully, why am I allowed inside again? Marne confessed to having exchanged information about you for her freedom, but how much did she reveal? Exactly.
Giveaway started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL Sigh, steal your tuna.
Thank you, Crumpy. Ascanio's answer comes after a couple seconds of silence. I thought it would be improper for you to wait outside by yourself. It's not what you expected. Could have come outside to keep me company. Unlike Marine, I respect the balance placed upon me by the halls. Is he not allowed outside? There are no bells to mark the passage of time, no sun in the sky, no birds singing overhead. Buried by the sterility, the abyss's own tune is completely absent. Bro, don't nuzzle the mic. Bro, toast. Toast. Stop. Try to keep track of time. A prayer is the best tool you have at the moment to do so you start reciting one while rhythmically tapping your foot. You are mumbling to yourself. Just praying. His eyebrows arch, but not unkindly. If anything, he looks so genuinely surprised. He's being so smelly, Onyx. I don't know what to do. He's just a grubby little man. Stinky. Super stinky. Oh, his tail's flicking. I think he sees a bird. Give him smooch. I can't reach him. Right now I'm like pinching part of his fat and rubbing it between my fingers. Somehow he is actually enjoying this. I have a pinch of his fat and I'm just rubbing it between my thumb and forefinger. Orange cats. To... Hey! Lady of the Prime Sun, Lady of Dawn, Lady of Dusk. Keep it to myself. I'm praying to myself. As you wish. Ah! Big yawn. He stays close to you, trying to catch what your mumbling spells out. You last 10 repetitions before giving up. Do you know why the council is convening? A siren, I have been told, has been terrorizing the seas. What an ominous sign. So close to the solstice, too. RNA seems convinced the council would agree to help, if the Dockmaster can pay their price. He's the picture of dignity when he addresses you, yet his gaze lingers on you. Isn't the presence of a monster dire enough situation? Does it not warrant an exception to the rule? It's not for me to decide. Silence falls between you and once again, but this time you don't feel the need to break it. You wade through the weeds and let its magic beguile you, followed by his watchful gaze. They return. Marne and Bastion are descending the slope, too far away for you to gauge their body language. I won't intrude on your reunion. Take care. Your eyes lock with his through the tinted glasses of his lenses. Hiya, rats! How are you? Comfy reading. Yeah! It's book time, bitches! Come on in! We're smooching. Hope y'all doing well. I'm doing great! How are you doing on Sunday? How is the vibes? How are you? When you blink, he's gone. You sprint towards the Dockmaster and your friend, meeting them at the base of the hill. Bastion looks livelier than before. A pleased smile illuminates Marine's face. We smooching and moving. We're doing all of those things. Hey, welcome aboard, superstar. Vibes are good and I am eepy. Perfectly valid. I'm vibing. I went to bed close to 4 a.m. because daylight savings time is a fucking scam. But yeah, we're hanging out. We're vibing. We're chilling. Come on in. If I make you fall asleep, I'm sorry. Not really. Please smile illuminates Marine's face. And what did the council say? Miss Marine will help pinpoint the location of the siren. I do like Bastion. Him's pretty. The other member suggested I intervene directly, in the spirit of discretion, of course. I trust that you will accompany me, Chussie? Gladly. I will arrange for the ship to depart in 2 days. Not tomorrow? It needs a crew of mariners who know the risk and will swear to secrecy, not the sort of thing you can arrange on a whim. I will see you then. And Prime be with you, miss.
Giveaway started. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter RL Sigh, steal your tuna.
Trumpet, no! Okay, it's a nice change for the monster enjoyer energy. Listen! They're still monsters! They're just subtle. Sometimes I can smooch humans. Sometimes. Also, like, I'm here for world building. I love the lore in this. Got a comfy voice, so sleeping here wouldn't be the worst. You say that, and like, way beyond when I fully started streaming, like when I tried like dabbling in it, like 2017, I tried playing Nier, and my friend like stayed on stream so she could like listen, and she eventually was like, I fell asleep. I'm like, what do you mean you fell asleep? She's like, your voice is really comfy. I'm like, well, thank you. So yeah, apparently I can put people to sleep. Yippee! The downside is, though, it will be like intercut with the most gremlin giggles in the world. So like, double-edged sword. I'm gonna sip you some water. Look. Okay. Marine curtsies to him and makes a grand gesture with her arm, one that makes Bastion disappear from her sight. The weight parts as Marine marches through it. Unfortunately, my friend, I must return to the council. May we soon celebrate the end of a mistake of the sea. As she repeats the gesture, you are, yet you are not. The abyss whispers words you cannot understand, broken by magic and stitched back together wrongly. Hey! Hello, Bastion. Pax, I snoozed the last 20 minutes of my lunch listening to you. I give a nap! That's a free bonus. Honestly, if I could not fumble over my words, doing like audiobooks could be fun. But like, I make too many mistakes. I already say the wrong thing. But I appreciate y'all enjoying my voice. It brings me happiness. You are suddenly outside the halls with Bastion, who finally relaxes his posture and cracks his neck. Head hiccup. Fuck. I've long had my sea legs, but this waterfall, this almost gets me. His kind smile is ruined by his shadow. It comes alive with a convulsion while he is none the wiser. What is the council like? It is a spectacle of robes and hoods. Mages sure do like their pomp. The sun is milder now that the evening is approaching. But you fix it in post. Very true, but like, so I've done some voice recordings, and I've done like audio scripts, ASMR scripts and all that shit. And it is my blah blah blah, it's on my YouTube. And the process that goes into recording a lot of those, because like you're having to embody a character and you are your own director, unless I have like wags helping me out. I essentially just like, I'll read through it, but then I'll have to like figure out like, you know, sometimes I'll have to cut myself off, reread it again, or like go through all the editing process and then fix it in post. But yeah. Whew, there's a lot of work that goes into recording things, but it's fun. It's delightful. It's just, I feel like it's equal amount of stress. Doing it live and doing it not live, both are equal amounts of stress. How the fuck are we almost at 900 followers? What the fuck? Can we get to 900 today? Y'all. Y'all. Can we get to 900 followers? That actually would be cool. I have the attention span of a fucking gnat. Because like I realized I brought it up a while ago. 1,000 followers is like a big goal. I want to do when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. I do want to do a model giveaway, like art, rig, all that good jazz. So like if we can hit that this year, oh, I can give away a model, and that'd be fun, right? Get your own shoe model, all the bounce physics you want. But yeah. Okay. Jingle jangle. It's time for me to return to the harbor. I don't even want to know what those rascals have been up to in my absence. I'll see you the day after tomorrow. He greets you as usual by tipping a hat that's not there. Probably an old habit. Heads off. Didn't they say he was like a soldier or something? Idleness is forced upon you. You head for the Temple of Dawn, rejecting it.